322 coin change from LeetCode. Let's jump to the question. You are given an integer array coins and representing coins of different denomination, an integer amount representing a total amount of money. Return the fewest number of coins that you need to make up that amount. If the amount of money cannot be made up by any combination of coins, return -1. You can assume you have an infinite number of each coin. So the question is saying a number of different coins are given and an amount. We should make this amount using these coins, different combination of these coins. And what we should pay attention to, we should make it with the fewest number of coins. So it means we cannot use a loonie, a $1 to make amount 11. So it's going to be 11 $1 coin, which is going too many coins, but we can make it with two $5 and $1, which is going to be total of like 3 coins. So the number of coins at the end is the answer that we should return. So what if we cannot make that amount? So if we cannot make that amount, it depends on the combination of coins that are given. So if we cannot make that, we are going to return -1. And if the amount is 0, we are going to return 0 because for making $0, we need 0 coins. So using this information, the first thing that comes to my mind is dynamic programming. And what we can do, we can make an array and start building up from the small amount until we reach at the number that we are going to make. So let's jump to the solution and see how we can solve this problem. So as I mentioned, what we are going to do, we are going to make an array, and what we are going to do, we are going to have the numbers from $1 and all the way to the amount that we are going to make. In this case, in this example, we are going to make 11, and we are going to have 0 because for making $0 we need 0 coins. So this is how we are going to make it, and we are going to put infinite in it. So that indicates if the value in that index is infinite, it means we cannot make that amount, and we're just going to return -1. So based on the explanation that I gave you, so we are going to use indices as the amount that we are going to make, and the value in that index indicates the number of coins that is required to make that index number. So if we are at index 0, which means we are making the amount 0 and we need 0 coins, and if we are at index 1, we are going to put the number of coins that are needed to make these value, right? And for each example, we have different combination of coins. So let's go through this example to better understand this case. So what we are going to do, we are going to iterate over this array, and we start building this array from the smallest number until we get to the amount that we need to return. So what we are going to do, we are going to iterate through this array, but because we know for value 0, we know we need 0 coin, so we can just eliminate that and we can start from index 1, right? We start from here, and what we are going to do, we iterate over the different coins that we have. In this case, 3 coins are given to us, and we are going to deduct this value from every single coin and see how many coins are needed to make this amount, right? So for example, for $1, as you see, to make $1 we need and we have a $1 coin, we need 1 coin, right? So let's do that. And how we can avoid the cases that for example, for making $1 we cannot use a toonie, we cannot use a $2. So what we can do, we can deduct the value that we are going to make from the coin, and if it is negative, it means we cannot make that amount with that coin, and we are not gonna do we are not gonna take any actions. So let's see how we can do that. After this for loop, we are going to iterate over every single coin, and if the amount that we get from deducting the amount minus the coin value is negative, we just take no action, right? So let's say, so we have one minus $1 is going to be 0, and if it is 0, we are going to update that index value, which is here now is infinite. We are going to update that with the minimum value from the value that we have in that index right now, which is infinite. For this case, this is what the value that we have, and the value that we have in the previous step, or the steps before that, we can make that amount. So let me explain it here. So 1 minus the coin that we have is going to be 0, right? So we are going to, this is going to be index 0. At index 0, we have 0 coins plus 1. That's this index itself. So it's going to be 1. The minimum value between infinite and 1 is going to be 1, so we're going to put 1 here. Let's go through another example. So now the value, the coin value is 2, so 1 minus 2 is going to be minus 1, and we said if it is minus, we are not going to take any action. So we go to the next coin. So 1 minus 5 is going to be minus 4, and as I mentioned, if the value is minus, like it's negative, we are not going to take any action. So let's go through another index, another example, right? So now we are going to check to see how we can make amount $2 using these coins. So we start from 1. So we are going to say 2 minus 1 is going to be 1, right? So it's going to be 1 and it's bigger than 0, so we go through this if condition. What we are going to do, we are going to update the value at index 2 with the minimum of the value that we have at this index, which is infinite, and this value, which is going to be the value of the I that we are right now is 2. 2 minus the coin value that we have is gonna be 1. So we are going to check the value of dp1 plus 1 is gonna be 2 coins, and infinite, so 2 coins are better, right? So we're gonna update that to 2 coins. And how about like when we have toonie? So 2 minus 2 is gonna be 0, which is going to be a correct condition. So we update the DP with the minimum. So right now in the DP we have 2 coins, right? So we have 2 coins right now, and now we are going to see if this value is smaller than this, and if it is, we are going to update this. So we are going to say DP 2 minus coin is gonna be 0, right? Plus 1 is gonna be 1. So the minimum value between these two is gonna be 1. So we are going to update this to 1, right? And now we go through 5. So 2 minus 5 is going to be negative. It's going to be minus 3. So we just don't take any actions. We go to the next indexes, right? So this is how we are going to do it. I'm not going to do it for all of them because it's going to be very time consuming. So I'm going to put the values that the number of coins that are needed for every single amount that we have at each index, and using this for loop that we have here. So for this one, for making $3, we need 2 coins, 1 and 2. And for 4, we need 2 coins. And for 5, we need 1 coin because we have 1 here. For 6, we need 2 coins. and for 7 we need let's see, we need 2 coins, and for 8 we need 3 coins, and for 9 we need 3 coins, and for 10 we need 2 coins. I'm gonna solve the example for this one so you can better understand. So now for this case we are going to make 11. So 11 minus 1 is going to be 10, right? And is positive. So we are going through this if condition. So for making dp11, so we are going to get the minimum 11, which is infinite right now, and the dp10, which is 2 coins plus 1, is going to be 3 coins, and we're going to put it here, right? We're going to update it to 3 coins. And now we go for the next one. 11 minus 2 is gonna be 9, right? So we check the 9. We have 3 coins plus 2 is gonna be 4. So 3 is smaller than 4. We are not gonna update that. So now 11 minus 5. So it's gonna be 6. We are going to check index 6. It's gonna be 2 coins plus 1 is gonna be 3. It's the same, so we don't need to update that. So the total number of coins that are needed to make 11 is gonna be dp, the last index, which is going to be dp minus 1. That's what we are going to return. So how about this case that we cannot make 3, so we know that, but let's see how it works. We have 0 here, we have infinite in the rest of the array, and we do the exact same iteration. The thing will happen here, we are going to have infinite in all of them, and we don't update it because that's not possible. So let's do one example so you can understand that. So let's say we have the value, the amount that the value that we have here is 1, and 1 minus 4 is going to be negative. 1 minus 5 is going to be negative. 2 minus 4 is going to be negative. So we are not going to update this. 2 minus 5 is going to be negative as well. And 3 is the same condition. So we are not going to update any of this. And if the dp minus 1 is infinite, we are going to return minus 1, which means we could not make the amount with the given coins. So the time complexity for this is m by n. M is the number of indices that we have, and N is the number of coins, and the space complexity is OM because of the dynamic programming that like the array that we are using here. Thank you.